Hey guys, Chaos Legend here. So I've discovered a new format that I've been playing with some of my buddies, which is called Budget Constructed or Crap Card Constructed, and it's actually getting me really excited about playing some casual Magic. Maybe we'll get some player run events eventually. That would be nice. Right now the community's pretty small, but so the format is like got everything I like about a constructed format. It's the cheapest format you can play on Magic, probably. I suppose you could think of some cheaper ones. And yet it has a huge card base, and it's a very powerful format. So the rules of the format are that you go to MTGO Traders or Cardbot. They use the same pricing, and any common that's worth 5 cents or less, uncommon that's worth 10 cents or less, rare that's worth 20 cents or less, or mythic that's worth $1 or less is legal. And otherwise everything is legal. So, and that's it. Those are the only rules. So like if we take a look at M11 here, you'd see Acidic Slime is legal, Act of Treason's legal, Air Servant, Dajani's banned, Dajani's Mantra legal, Pridemate banned, Alluring Siren legal, Ancient Hellkite legal, Angel's Feather legal, Angelic Arbiter legal, Arc Runner legal, Armored Ascension legal, down the line. So, so that's it. Anyway, so I've got some of the decks that I've built. Looking at some of the formats like Classic, Legacy, Pauper, things like that, where certain themes have done well, so kind of basing my decks off of those a little bit. So here's an Enchantress deck. So if you can see here really quick what I kind of have here, all the cards that are legal. So there's a lot of cards that are banned from Enchantress, Legacy Enchantress, like you can't play Exploration and things like that. But there's a lot of things you can play. So the lands take probably one of the biggest hits. There's a lot of really good lands you cannot play because they just cost more than is legal in the format. So I wound up running 4 Grey Pelt Refuge, 4 Plains, Mountain, 8 Forests, a Naya Panorama, a Terramorphic Expanse, 3 Safe Right Quests, Cowed by Wisdom, 3 Guard Duty, 3 Utopia Sprawls, Whip Silk, 2 Sakura Tribe Scouts, which are kind of like your explorations, right? 3 Aspect of the Mongoose, Fertile Ground, 4 Fertile Ground, 4 Core Spirit Dancer, which is 20 cents, so it just comes in. A Naya Charm, an Arrest, a Broken Fall, Shielding Plaques, 2 Words of War, which is like 12 cents or 8 cents. Words of Worship, which I think is 10 cents. Mesa Enchantress, which is 12 cents. Umbra Mystic, which is 20, I think. Verduran Enchantress, which is like 12. Bear Umbra, 3 Dreams. Sideboard, we've got 2 Hornet Sting, an Avoid Fate, 2 Eyes of the Wizened, Mark of Asylum, Sacred Ground, Crystal Chimes, 2 Choke, 2 Hidden Retreat. There's a really good card for beating any decks that use damage. Story Circle, Aura of Silence, Negate. So this deck can just go off like really, really fast. You can sometimes just wind up beating them down. Most of the time you're just going to go Words of War, start drawing like 4 cards, 6 cards, 8 cards a turn, and just Words of Warring them out and killing anything you have to. If anybody has any 1 toughness creatures you board in the Hornet Stings, avoid Fate if they're killing your guys too much. Mark of Asylum if they're using damage to kill your guys. Hidden Retreat if they're using damage to kill your guys. Choke and Eyes of the Wizen against the Blue Menace. Sacred Ground if they're trying to kill your lands. Story Circle against any monocolor deck that's using creatures to kill you. Or burn and creatures. Crystal Chimes if they have like a lot of disenchant. Mostly if you can't protect your Words of War. So you board in the Crystal Chimes, and with Naya Charm in the deck, it's usually enough. A Negate just as a catch-all stops Tranquility. Or of Silence to stop some of their stuff. So deck works pretty well. Do a really quick solitaire game here. Show you the deck working. So you just play Classic, Solitaire, single game win. Alright, so this hand looks not great, but we could probably keep it. Okay, so we got a second one, so that's good. Here we're just gonna Safe Right Quest for another Plains. Drop Refuge here. Okay, so drop an Enchantress. Hope they don't kill it at this point. Here we can drop another Enchantress or Spirit Dancer. Might as well just drop the Enchantress. Or actually, if we drop this guy, be able to draw a couple cards and still have a... Oh, no, I did that wrong. Supposed to use the... yeah, see, I would have been able to draw 2 more cards there if I had gotten the green out of Grey Pelt. Just get red, since we'll need it. And then the deck's basically going off, so if you haven't died by now, you're probably okay. So here we can drop Ace Enchantress, drop Fertile Ground over here, draw 3 cards. Words of Worship's just in the main deck against aggro decks, so if you can draw it and stabilize, maybe they've almost killed you, but you gain 5 life a couple of times, and that's probably gain. So here, I'll just drop Utopia Sprawl. And we're just looking for a Words of War, really, at this point. So we're going to be able to... I should cast Safe Right Quest, I guess. Oh. I'm already drawing way too many cards, but that's fine. So there's 3 Dreams. You get a ton of cards of that. Don't need to cast most of these. So I'll just cast that, draw a couple cards. And then just hold down Control when you cast your spells. Go ahead and just Aspect of the Mongoose up Enchantress. At this point, I mean, how are they really going to kill you? So, unless they're doing something pretty significant. So that's the Enchantress deck. In a minute I'll come back and I'll show you, I've got 4 decks in the format, so I'll show you the other 4. And I'll see you then.